Hi everyone, welcome to Nicole's Needlework. My name is Nicole and this is episode 16. Today is Saturday, September 17th. It's about 9:20 in the morning. My oldest has just gone to band practice. He's in the marching band, and my husband just went to the gym, so I thought this would be a good time to do a quick update of what I've been up to for the last couple weeks. It's been really a busy couple weeks since school started. There's been back to school nights, meet the teacher nights, and with the middle school and high school, it's kind of a long night because you start off and go to each one of their classes. They ring the bell, you stay there for 10-15 minutes and get to know what they're doing in the class, and then you move on. So it's just, I had to do that with both my older kids, and then just we had a football game last night, so it's just been a busy couple weeks, but I have gotten a little bit of stitching done. Let's see, the last thing after I did my FlossTube a couple weeks ago, the main thing I worked on was Sampler Hill. With thy needle and thread. So I got the house finished and the numbers and the little bee skep, I guess, bee skep, beehive, whatever. That little flower section. So, and then I've just been working on the border. And this is 40 count vintage pecan butter by Lakeside Linens. No, cat wants to get my stuff. And these are just various cotton threads. Crescent Colors, or Classic Colorworks, I don't know why I can't get that in my head. Weeks Dye Works, and Gentle Arts. And then I decided to start something new. I decided to start Love Never Fails by Barbara Anna. I don't think I got the PDF pattern. I don't know if I printed the main picture, but you can kind of see right there. I'll put a picture in right here. And I didn't get much done. Just that on the bottom. This is 40 count. This is the 40 count vintage Meadow Rue that I got at Stitch and Frame. And it's just by Lakeside Linens. It's just a fat 8th. And I'm just using the Called Forward EMC. I just stuck them in this little box for now. But so I worked on that just a little bit, and then I worked a little bit on my All Creatures, Great and Small, not much. Yeah, not a lot really at all. I'm still working on this section. I got this flower done here, and then I started on this little guy, whatever. I think it's actually I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's a rabbit. So I started on this little rabbit there, but that's all I got done. There's the whole thing again. So I would like to try and concentrate on this a little bit because it would be nice to get it done this year. So that's that. And then again, this is 40 count vintage country mocha with the anchor threads 1/2. There's the anchor threads. And there's the picture of the whole thing. I'm kind of on a Barbara Anna kick lately. I just love her. I love the quirkiness of her designs. I just think they're so cute. So I decided to start another Barbara Anna after seeing Michelle's FlossTube. It's not the latest one she did, but the one before. And her friend Sylvia had stitched this sampler for her. And this is the Rampant Cat Sampler by Barbara Anna. I'm not normally a big Halloween person, but I just thought it was so cute. I just love the like, these people are supposed to be like Adam and Eve, and there's the snake, and I just thought it was so cute. So I decided to start this. That's all I have so far. And this fabric I got from 123 Stitch, and I was actually going to use it for Plum Street Sampler's Mary Hart. I can't remember, because I'm not happy with the 36 count legacy that I started it on. I don't know why. I'm not enjoying it. So I got this, and this is Vintage Fawn by Lakeside Linens, but it looks nothing like the fawn I've used in the past. Nothing. But I love it. I thought it was beautiful when I got it. So I'm going to look for something else for that Mary Hart and restart that in the future. I'm not sure when. But this I'm just using DMC. There's the DMC. And so I've been working on that a little bit this week. So I'm kind of all over the place, as always. And I got out an old UFO from 2010. And this is another kind of Halloween one. Well, it is a Halloween sampler. It's Jenny Bean's Halloween sampler. And this came out, like I said, in 2010. Or no, it was older than that. I started in 2010. I think I had it for a year before I started it. Yeah, copyright 2009. And this is Shakespeare's Peddler. So there was a limited edition Gentle Arts threads you could get for this. And they're kind of funny. Parched bones, sarcophagus, swamp water, witch's wart, burial ground, zombie flesh, dried blood. So, but there's also in the pattern a conversion for just regular Gentle Arts. And I have seen this pattern in different places, so it's still out there. Like, I was looking, I just do a Google search and it can still be found. But, so this is what I have. And I really don't have too much to do. So I've been working on this house here, and I realized I messed up, so I had to rip out this section, but it's a fun one. It's fun to stitch, so I would like to get this finished soon. And this is vintage pearl barley, 40 count vintage pearl barley. And 1/2, of course. And it was funny when I pulled out the pattern. I won't show you the pattern, but I had take this off. I had a Cross Stitch Pals. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if it'll focus, but it's a 2010 Cross Stitch Pals needle minder. So, and I'm going to Cross Stitch Pals again, which I'm so excited about. It's in October, middle of October. Not exactly sure what the date is, but I need to request off work for that. And I was on the waiting list, and Amy from Down Sunshine Lane coordinates it every year. She's been doing it, oh my gosh, I think 15 years, maybe longer than 15 years. Anyway, she's been doing it for a long time. It might be more like 20 years. She's been coordinating this big retreat in Myrtle Beach, and it's fun because it's not real structured. There's some exchanges and some things you can participate in, or you don't have to. You can just sit and stitch if you want. It's very relaxed, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So I guess the last thing I have is a little stash. I got this linen from 123 Stitch, and I also got this Plum Street Samplers Autumn Fractor. So I'm really into these fractor type, folk art type patterns lately. So I really like that. I think it would look pretty on this linen too. I think everything would look pretty on this linen. So I might have to get some more vintage fawn. And last time I had showed my 35 count straw for my Elizabeth Sheffield, which I haven't started. I was contemplating it, but I didn't start it. I went ahead and just got the DMC for it, all new. There's nothing better than new DMC. I don't know why. So, those are the pretty colors. And the only other thing I got a couple of these from 123 Stitch. So I'm gonna put these on bobbins and put it in here. I had two, but my youngest son took one for his Legos to organize his Legos. So I think that's it. It's just gonna be a real quick episode this time. Oh, I do have one other thing. I am doing a test knit for yarn poetry. She can be found on Ravelry, and I'll put a link in my show notes. My show notes can be found on my blog, nicolesneedlework.com. I can also be found on Instagram and Ravelry as Nicole's Needlework. So I try to make it easy. I can't show what I'm working on. I'm working on a shawl, and I can show the yarn I'm using. This is Madeline Tosh Merino Light in the Vermilion colorway. So she said it may need 100 to 150 yards of fingering weight, and this one I had two skeins of. So I thought, to be on the safe side, I better pick a yarn that I know I have enough of. So, and it's coming out fine. I messed up and had to rip it out a couple times because of there's sections where you have to keep the right count, and my count was off in one section and more in another section. So anyway, I'm back on track and it's going well. I think I have a couple months to get it done. So it's not like a real quick deadline, which is good because I've got a lot going on right now. So I'll talk to you guys not next week, but maybe the week after. Bye.